So everyone who pre-ordered the game and got an early access of NHL 25, how do you feel about the game? Personally, I think it's a scam. Hello YouTube and welcome back. As you already probably understood, I'm not really happy about all the reward system in NHL 25, particularly in early access. There's a lot of potential in the game and I believe EA will fix that, but if you're giving us 7 days early access, please give us enough things to do. So today I just want to share my frustrations about the lack of things to do in the game because I believe that this is one of the best NHL video games I personally played. So I was away for a few days and didn't really had a chance to play the game. Yesterday was the first time I actually took a controller and grinded for around 5 hours. In those 5 hours, I managed to complete Wildcard, which was great, absolutely love the mode, and want to see more rewards, basically also want to see more cards, because once you trade them in for another card, they give you the cards back, and I personally think it's a W from EA, then we are not losing any cards, but it actually took us nothing. Even if you lose the game, you still get the points, that's fine. It probably will encourage more offline players to go and try online. It just took me around 3-4 hours to actually complete it. Also, if you look at the objectives, basically to complete Welcome to Hut, Early Access, Daily, Weekly, it all took me around 2 squad battle games to complete, so that's only 2 games I had to play today and I'm done. I'm not grinding any milestones particularly because there is already not enough things to do in the game, and I'm just scared that if I will grind all of these milestones and get all of these coins, like what I will do after. I did the training camp with those 2 squad battle games as well, and if you look at the power-up icons or X-Factor objectives, I know you can get an easy coins with Perform the Deeks, and I'm just refusing to do it because once you complete them and get your coins, there's really no one in the auction house I would like to buy because I'm saving all my coins until the auction house actually crash. Everything else I will just play the game and then eventually complete. But I think you understand my point. If you actually go and grind the game, there is not really enough things to do. I know, don't take me wrong, it's only an early access, but the point is the longest early access that EA ever gave us. And if you give us a 7 days early access so we can play the game, you also have to make sure that there is enough things for us to do. I know they release a 7 days early access and all these new XP paths, wildcards or objectives with the one thing in mind. They don't really want people who paid extra money, for example, to have a really good start, because a lot of people will only get the game on Friday, so they probably will be a little bit sad. But in the end of the day, people paid money for it. If you give us 7 days, then give us enough things to do. I'm also almost done with an XP season pass, and basically the next one is the power up icon choice pack, which will be a good addition to my team. And then obviously we know that the bonus packs are an absolute scam because they're giving you what, like bronze players or something like that, which in my opinion is a good idea. But what I would like to see is whenever you complete an XP path, in the end, let's say if you hit some kind of like threshold of, I don't know, 5000 XP, you get the same pack and it's like repeatable. So people who grind the game a lot, they can still earn that one pack every single time they hit another 5000 XP. I know it's only the early access and we already know that on Friday we will receive new content. Also, we have to wait until Friday to get our first content, which in my mind is like absurd, but again, it is what it is. You cannot really do a lot about it. We will get this Jack Eichel from Vegas Golden Knight, which on the paper looks like an incredible card, and I cannot wait to grind for it because an 87 overall card for free early in the game with those stats and a 1T is just awesome. We also will get a Patrick Laine from Montreal Canadiens, and by the way, I'm really sorry about his injury and hopefully he will be back at some point, and so it's not like all season done for him. He will be at 80 overall and we will need to use these XP tokens to upgrade him to the 85. I'm assuming we will get the XP tokens on the XP pad as well, but I would like to see a little bit more rewards and in general things to do in the game. Like I already mentioned, I'm not like panicking, I'm just raising my frustrations about the 7 days. I think the game will be great and I also believe the content team will do a great job, but 7 days, nothing to do, is like you wasted your money and there is nothing even to do. Because even if you're a casual player, you will still be able to complete all these things in around 2, maximum 3 days. So what we should be doing all the remaining 4 days? We of course could go and play hot moments, but it also doesn't take you a lot of time to actually complete them. At the moment, all my tutorial moments are done. I'm almost halfway through to early access. I didn't start X Factor or hologram moments because I just want to see what the first XP path looks like, and if it will be really bad, then I will go and grind these. Usually every year I'm not a fan of grinding these moments because first of all they're taking way too much time for one X Factor card. In the past, when we was able to upgrade X Factors during the year, I didn't really mind. Now you're getting an 83 maximum overall X Factor card, which yes, it will help you to get maybe that one captain's card because you obviously need to trade them in to get Willie Nylander, Adam Fox, Miro Heiskanen and so on to after get that McDavid, but it's just way too long. These moments are not going anywhere, so I can always come back and complete them at any point. Same about the hologram moments. Would be nice to get some of those hologram power-up icons, but I don't think as a money spent player player, I will even be able to get them, because yes, they're giving us a lot of free cards, probably on XP pads, but if they're not giving us enough fodder to actually make any of these power-up icons or X factors, there is no way and no point of grinding these things. So they obviously also remove the rewards from rivals, because now if you only play, the only reason to play the rivals is to complete objectives and farm XP. I didn't finish even my placement games yet, because I played 4 games so far. I won 2, I lost 2, and the last one I will play probably today, and that's it. There is no packs. It's great that they added the leaderboard. Absolutely love it. Again, in general, I think this is one of the best NHL video games I personally played, but now everything is up to the content team. Like, if they will not deliver, then the game will be dead before Christmas. People will not just play the game for 2 days a week and then do something else. People want to play it every single day. So content team definitely needs to deliver more content, more things to grind, and reward players who actually bought the game. Same thing about the squad battles. There is also no point of playing squad battles anymore, because yes, you will get more XP if you play squad battles than you play rivals, because for some reason they're rewarding offline players more than online. I disagree with that. I think or it needs to be the same or online needs to be more, because like online always should be rewarded more. But that's another story, so I don't want to really yap about it. What I want to say is, like, you have 802 games you could possibly play to earn XP, to complete the objectives, but if the objectives will not be like refreshed every single week, there will be not a lot of things added to the game. I don't want to repeat myself, but the game will be dead before Christmas. We will not even see the player base being engaged until the Team of the Year event. And Team of the Year event is one of the biggest. Hopefully we still have it this year, because there is a lot of potential in this year's game with how the system works, what the tools content team have, and I think now it's just up to them to deliver. Considering how they managed last year's content, I'm really worried that we will be struggling with things to do and in general get ourselves like entertained enough to even play the game after work, school, or if you're a full-time content creator, which I'm not, but I still play game quite a lot. I just think that at this point, yes, it was really fun 2 days to play the game, but once you're done, it's just like, why don't make the early access 3 days? Like, why you don't release the first event with an early access so people can just grind? I know it may not be fair for the people who only get the game on Friday, because not everyone can afford the deluxe edition, but in the end of the day, where is the benefit of getting that pre-order? Because there's really nothing. The first event drops on Friday. When the game drops, there probably will be much better cards than we got now, and I don't know, I'm just frustrated. In general, like I said, I really like the game, so I don't want to complain about an actual game. I'm just complaining about the lack of things to do and the content in those 7 early access days, because personally, absolutely love Wildcard, personally love a lot what I did with an XP pad, but XP pad definitely needs to replace the rewards they took away, because last year you could play squad battles, rivals. We also have to wait 3 weeks until the first champs actually being available. I know a lot of people don't want to play champs, and that's fine, but a lot of people do play champs because that's the only competitive mode we have, and you always want to challenge yourself to see how many wins can you get, are you getting better, and you can only get better when you play against the better players. So we have to wait 3 weeks until that. There is no point playing rivals, there is no point playing squad battles. Wildcard is being easily done in few games, and while you play wildcard and maybe grind few squad battle games for objectives, you also will pretty much complete an XP path. So before I really go into the panic mode and say that this is really a disaster, I want to give EA a benefit of doubt, and I want to see their next 2 content drops. For example, the next XP path will already be better, because we know there will be a lot of better cards to actually chase, which I'm absolutely fine, and I cannot wait to do that. And then the next one is that where they will be able to actually listen to our feedback and then change something, because the one on Friday is already pretty much scheduled. They cannot make any changes, but the one after, they can actually listen to what community is saying and then implement the changes and deliver it. If that will go south, then we are absolutely screwed this year. Okay guys, I don't want you to take this video like a negative that I'm just here complaining about the things, because in the end of the day, it's my choice to play the game. If I don't like it, I can always go and play something else. I'm just probably same as you who is watching this video, very passionate, and I really like the game and I want to play it every single day and I want to play it a lot. But for me to do that, I'm particularly talking about Hockey Ultimate Team, I could possibly go and play other modes, but I just wanted something to grind towards, and now they have all the tools and I hope that they really will deliver. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's yapping video and have a good one. See you on the ice.